Hey, so we're back at Harley's in her bathroom. So the deal today is I want to just finish off a bit of fillings. We've got some scabby bits here and there. I want to put some filler on, and I forgot that there's a stain there, so I need to get some oil, an oil-based paint on there, or some stain block on there. There's just some scabby stuff. Just want to make it look better. And obviously look at this shower tray, because if you have watched the last video, you'll see there's movement down there. So I need to get under the van and see what's going on under there. And then on Sunday, it's now Friday, we'll dig all this out, paint this obviously, and then dig it all out and re-silicone everything. As per usual, there's no time for anything. So first off, I'm gonna get the filler on, then I'm gonna get under the van. I'll show you what the score is. Right, this is under the tray. As you can see, it's delaminated pretty badly, but this part is still quite solid. This is where it's moving. I don't know if you can see this. And we've got a bit of a leak over there, but anyway, so that will be resolved once we seal it. So we need to figure out how to shore this up, because the batten that would have ran across there, you see, has gone. Completely and utterly gone. I mean, did we just put a new one in, chop this out? That's probably the best bet, isn't it? Put a chunky old timber in there, screw it from the outside, because that's the trim. There's that trim there. That trim will screw into it, thus holding the bottom of that up. I think that's basically it. And then we'll weatherproof it if you want. What do you reckon? Put your thoughts in the comments. I know it's hard for you to see, but it's under this mess here, so it's moving. It all feels proper solid. And I've said this already, or we've said this already, if we come off of this piece of chassis here, bolt a metal bar across, which might take some of the weight away, but it's not, it's, you know, it is solid. It is solid. Hello mate, where'd you come from? Hey? Yep, that's my van. Right, onto my van. Hello doggy, what are you doing? Oh yeah, thank you for peeing on my van, mate. Thank you. I've lost me waste pipe, so all our waste water, grey water's just going on the floor at the moment, so I need to sort that out. Don't know where it went, it's gone. I do have some hose pipe with a fitting on it, which is handy, so I just need to cut that to length, but I need a tap to go on the end of it. I don't know if I've got anything in here. And also, I've got a guitar in there, which I use for my other channel, and I need to fix that. It's got some brokenness as well. Okay, so we got this. Nice. So we can put that across there and stick him on there. Nice. We'll just cut that to length there. Then I need a tap on it. Let's see what I've got. Okay, bingo mess, there it is. Lovely jubbly. Yoink. Get some water. Oh, back at Harley's. The locals still don't like us using that gate. We come down there, some old boy waved us down, was like, "We don't mind you doing it." It's not his gate, but could you make sure you close it behind you? We always do. What is the matter with people? Anyway, back in Harley's. So I filled it all up the other day again, and we've rubbed it all down now. Put some stain block on the stains here and here. So just letting that go off. It's all been filled and rubbed down. So I'm going to start giving it another coat. And that'll be it for today. And then we need to fix the shower tray another day. Hook all the silicone out around it everywhere. Reseal it all. And then paint the tray, which will be obviously another day. And you wouldn't Adam and Eve it, on the way to the next park up, our clutch cable snapped. But heroes don't all wear capes, you know. There's Daddy Boy. Old cable. He's green. Probably original, what do you reckon? I'm going to bin it. So there's Grace all the way over there. Danny's got the old cable out, obviously, and put the new one in. We're against the clock a little bit, because we only get 3 hours parking, and then it's £100 fine. I think we've been here a couple of hours. So hopefully we can get this done before that time runs out. I say we, Danny I mean. So it's another day, another sunny day. Here is the end of the clutch cable. You can see where it's snapped. Thank God for Danny boy, innit? Coming and saving me again. What's the odds that he had a cable? Unbelievable. Now it's absolutely brilliant. The clutch is so light, it must have been going for, well, ever since I've had this van. It's always been really stiff and made that funny noise. I don't know if if you follow this channel and you've heard some of the videos of me driving, you can hear me pushing the clutch in. Now it's like, ooh, very light, very lovely, and the gears go in better and everything. So the gear problems I've been having was probably due to that, probably stretching and snapping inside. Anyway, dinky sinks deliveries to do. 2 sinks sold this week, so I've got to get down to the post office and do that. It's another week. Lots to get on with. Anyway, so a little bit of an insight on the realities of van life, I suppose, in a way. We've had our fair share of it lately. Poor old Grace has been giving us a bit of jip, you know what I mean? Because we had the breakdown with the broken wire on the module and the ignition cable. Danny boy fixed that one. And then I had the master cylinder chucking all the brake fluid into the servo. Danny boy fixed that one. Clutch cable snapped on us on a Sunday afternoon. I think it was about 4 o'clock-ish. Luckily, and this amazes me about this, we pulled into B&Q just to pick up a couple of things because Boots is there and that kind of thing. So we pulled in off of a busy dual carriageway with traffic lights and everything and hills and roundabouts all along it, quite busy road, and pulled into the car park. And as I pulled out the parking space, it snapped, and I just rolled into another parking space. It could have been a lot worse. And what I mean by that is we could have been in the traffic lights. I could have been going up a hill and knocking it down in a fourth, and it could have snapped. Could have caused an accident, possibly. There's all these scenarios that could have been, but it wasn't. It was nice and safe, and there were no cars near me either. So then obviously we were faced with, well, one, are we going to call breakdown and get towed somewhere? Tracy, we were on our way to another park up for Tracy to work the next day, so it was like, how's she going to get to work? The contemplating the possibility of having to stay in that car park with a limited parking for only 3 hours, and then it was £100 fine. ANPR cameras, there was no number to ring or anything like that. What happens in that situation if you've broken down and you're stuck in a car park? And obviously I messaged Danny, as I always do when the van breaks, just said, guess what, you wouldn't believe what's happened now, type of thing. Clutch cable snapped, and I get a reply back going, give me 30 minutes, see what I can do. And then he's like, I've got one, I'm on the way. What's the odds that he would have a clutch cable to fit this van? A 1989 Fiat Ducato. Amazing, right? Comes out within 45 minutes. Job's a good one. You know? So, I feel very blessed to know someone like Danny. And one of my most important pieces of advice if you're doing van life, or thinking of going into van life, is to get yourself a Danny. Everybody needs a Danny in their life, right? But anyway, we try and spread the love, and obviously I go and help him and do bits and bobs on his van, and then I'm off on Harley's van doing bits and bobs on her van and whatever. It's good to have each other's back, if you know what I mean, which is really cool. What I will say is, if you're thinking about getting one of these older vans, don't let it put you off. Most of the time, the van's good. But they do take a little bit of TLC, but it's the same with any vehicle. And I hear horror stories, and I've watched videos of horror stories with people with newer vans having much worse issues than this one. But yeah, a little bit of insight to the reality of van life. It is one of the things that we stress about because it is your home, but it's also your transport. When it breaks, it can be a nightmare. But I think we were quite good in this situation. We were calm. But like I said, you know, I'm just very, very fortunate that I've got somebody I can call to help me out with these things. Anyway, other bit of advice is keep on top of the maintenance as much as possible. But inevitably, things are going to break. You're probably going to break down at some point, right? No matter what van you've got. Good thing is now, though, it's driving absolutely lovely now. It's actually, and I was getting back problems as well. I was getting lower back problems, and I was wondering whether it was because of that clutch, because it was really, it's always been heavy, really heavy, like doing a leg press, pushing it in. Now you can't even feel it, and my back stopped hurting, which is nice. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video there, so don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and all this good stuff, and God bless you, and we'll see you in the next one, and here's the jingle. Everybody needs a Danny in their life, right?
We'll ride these roads forever, side by side we'll chase the sweetest moments whispered in our little space, with laughter and loving every turn we take. This thing called amazing grace, no chains will break.